everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Deshaun Watson's Eagles going up against Dalton's Bengals.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Mixon, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Third and long, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Forced out to his left. And this one's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again. Dalton. And he slings one that's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First and 10 for Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And it'll be Dalton again. He's going to float this one deep right side. The swing pass caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
This is Ajayi, and he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it was almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 16 on 3rd and 16, and that spot moves the chains. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they've put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down. That's Reynolds, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that. but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And, oh, he coughed it up, and the Bengals grab it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Going deep downfield for Ross. And got his man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Yeah, the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Dalton here from the gun. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, well, I was a kicker. We've got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set. Go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The Eagles off. Back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go.
To throw on second is Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And now running right through it. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Give him 30 yards there. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And this is incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept him on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to go. Going on offense again. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. And from down in Miami, an update. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
They are going for it. Here's Watson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The final act of the first half. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think
this is caught at the 20. A big play there for Philly. 55 yards. Great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Throwing again is Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken at the 3. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And the Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Dalton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway. But boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And down he'll go at the 25. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Watson on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jordan Willis in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Brad 38.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down, Watson. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go.
Watson now to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Watson looking to throw on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And tough starting field position here. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back him up halfway. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Got to be careful here, Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end?
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he fires one incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Second down here after the incomplete pass. So the D-line's going to spread out. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
That was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Hard throw. Incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most Athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Jacob Shum now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Looking deep downfield.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's Watson now on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good... And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Andrew Billings able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw on second down. Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. That throw good for only a couple and brings up third down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! What? Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Play action now. Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. So Dalton now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And Dalton to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
third down, a shot here for Dalton. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on fourth and long. From midfield here, Dalton. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The play clock's running down. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now the Bengals on third down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, we got three.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what. You cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course. So that moves him back 5. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing, Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. There he goes left side. And he'll score.